flaws in your carry, but you never could imagine. Never told you could have it. You need.
How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? Hey!
So we'll piss off the neighbors in the place to feel the tears, the place to lose your feeling now.
Baby, you don't have to rush. You could leave a toothbrush at my place. At my place.
That is what you are.
I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you.
Now I've got you in my space.
I like to be everything you want.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Yeah, yeah. Shawty got down low, so come and get me. Yeah, yeah. Next thing I know, como tú te llamas, yo no sé. De dónde llegaste ni pregunté.
24 karat magic in the air. Have to do so player.
Wish 1075.
Falling out, falling in, not unsure in this world, no. Breaking out, breaking in, never knowing what lies ahead. We can read and never tell it all. No. Say goodbye, say hello to a lover or a friend. Sometimes we never could understand why some things begin then, just then. We can really never tell it all. No. But oh, can't you see that no matter what happens, life goes on, and so, baby, just smile, cause I'm always around you, and I'll make you see how just beautiful life is for you and me. Take a little time, see the butterflies, listen to the birds,
Now I sent to sing for me and you. Can you feel me? This is such a wonderful place to be.
even if there is
Right now,
everything would be
alright.
for as long as the world
Still turns there will be night and day. Can you hear me? There's a rainbow always after the rain.
Hitting high, hitting low, we don't lose, you should go. Yeah. Getting warm, getting cold, but I could be so good or bad. But baby, this is life, now don't get mad. Cause oh, can't you see that no matter what happens, life goes on, and so, baby, just smile, cause I'm always around you, and I'll make you see how beautiful life is for you and me. Take a little time,
Baby,
see the butterflies, listen to the birds.
now I sent to sing for wonderful place to be.
Even if there is,
Say now,
everything will be
alright.
for as long as the world
Still turns, there will be night and day. Can you hear me? There's a rainbow always after the rain.
Life's full of challenges, not all the time we get what we want. But don't despair, my dear. No. You take each trial and you make it through the storm. 'Cause you're strong. My faith in you is real. So I say once again, this was wonderful. And let us celebrate life that's so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Take a little time, baby. See the butterflies
Baby,
to the birds.
now I sent to sing for me and you.
Can you feel me? This is such a wonderful place to be. Even as the rain, everything will be for as long as the world.
Still turns, there will be night and day. Can you hear? There's a rainbow always after the rain.
There's a rainbow always after the rain. There's a rainbow always after the rain. These were lyrics.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. When the day is said and done, in the middle of the night and you're fast asleep, my love, stay awake looking at your beauty, telling myself I'm the luckiest man alive. 'Cause so many times I was certain you was gonna walk out of my life. Wanna take such a hold of me, girl, and I'm still trying to get my act right. What is the reason when you really could have been the man you want? I don't see what I have to offer. I should have been a season, guess you could see I have potential. Do you know you're my miracle? Oh yeah, I'm like a statue, stuck staring right at you. Got me frozen in my tracks, so amazing you take me back. Each and every time I look alive, statue, stuck staring right at you. So when I'm lost for words every time I disappoint you, it's just 'cause I can't believe that you're so beautiful. Stuck like a statue, not lose you, stuck like a statue. Ask myself, why are you weaving with me? After all the shit I put you through, why did you make your heart so with me? It's like you're living in a igloo. But baby, your love is so warm, it makes my shield melt down. And every time we both at war, you make me come around. What is the reason when you really could have been any man you want? I don't see what I have to offer. I should have been a season, yes you could see I have potential. Do you know you're my miracle? I'm like a statue, stuck staring right at you. Yeah, you're my trace, so amazing you take me back. Each and every time I look alive, statue, stuck staring right at you. Yeah. So when I'm lost for words, every time I disappoint you, it's just 'cause I can't believe you're so beautiful. Don't wanna lose you, no. And you're so beautiful. your heart. Cause there's no explanation, gets off the equation. It's like you love me more than I love myself. I'm like a statue, stuck staring right at you. My tricks, so amazing, you take me back each and every time I love the lane. Stuck staring right at you. So when I'm lost, I'm disappoint you, baby, you're my stand. Girl, you are the reason, the reason to live, another reason for breathing. You're so beautiful, and I want you to feel that, cause so that I mean it. You're the reason for breathing. You're so beautiful, yeah, 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 yeah. When the day is said and done, in the middle of the night and you're fast asleep, my love, I'm the luckiest man alive. Like a statue, stuck staring right at you. Got me frozen in my tracks, so amazing you take me back each and every time I look alive. Statue, stuck staring right at you. So when I'm lost for words every time I disappoint you, it's just cause I can't believe that you're so beautiful. Stuck like
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead when I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'm back to do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. Oh, oh, oh. Say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
Get ready for new playlists personalized for you. With New Release Mix, Your Mix, and Discover Mix, you'll easily find music that you'll love. Play them now in the YouTube Music app.
Somebody said you got a new friend. But does she love you better than I can? And there's a big black sky over my town. I know where you're at, I bet she's around. And yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, oh, oh. And I'm right over here, but why can't you see me? Oh, oh, oh. And I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, and I keep dancing on my own. I just wanna dance all night. And I'm all messed up, I'm so out of line. Stilettos and broken bottles, I'm spinning around in circles. And I'm in the corner, watching you kiss it. Oh, and I'm right over here, but why can't you see me? Oh, and I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, and I keep dancing on my own. And oh, now so far away, but still so near. The lights come on, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here. I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, and I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, and I keep dancing on my own. And oh, no, said I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh no, and I'm right over here, but why can't you see me? Oh no, and I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, and I keep dancing on my own. So far away, but still so near. The lights come on, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your
There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever, everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, but you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away dreaming.
I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever.
Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing, 'cause even when I dream of you. First thing you need to do is we're gonna have a checklist. In order for you to stream, you need to have all this checklist. You need to have all this checklist checked in before streaming to be efficient. Because if, like, for example, if you don't have any of this checklist, your stream is gonna be lagging, your phone's gonna be overheating, your gameplay's gonna suck, and nobody's gonna watch you, and it's gonna be a waste of time if you stream with like really low quality settings and laggy gameplay. So it's just gonna stress you out. So make sure you have this checklist before moving on to the video. So the first thing you need to have is an encoder, which is gonna be OBS for today. There's two different encoders that I use. I use OBS and XSplit, but for this tutorial, we're gonna focus on OBS since that's more popular than XSplit. For the XSplit tutorial, I'll do that for another video. We're gonna focus on OBS today. To download OBS, I'm going to put all the links in the description. To download OBS, it's going to be obsproject.com. It's going to be free. It's going to be down in the description if you need that. Just click on that. Based on what operating system you have, click Windows, Mac, or Linux. So if you have Windows, click that.
Mac, click that, Linux, download that, and install it. Hopefully you know how to install. Should be pretty self-explanatory. The next thing you need is a good internet. So for a good internet, you're going to want to go to speedtest.net. I'm not going to click enter on this since the closest location you need is a good phone. Or you can just 6S. Okay. But for my graphics card, the first trial for like a week. But yeah, I'm missing. We can go brand is what I mean. You don't build a brand. But if you use a page, for example, I have my own logo, there's branding and stuff, so that'll be a lot better. Now for YouTube, you also need a channel, if you don't have a channel. So make your own channel, make sure you have all that first before moving on to the video, okay? After you have all that, we can go on to our OBS. So you can, after you install OBS, run it, and this is what it's going to look like, except for this, and this. This is going to be empty, and this is going to be empty, this is going to be empty. So, before doing anything, this is what's going to be seen on your stream. When you start streaming, a black screen is going to be seen on your stream. The first thing you need to do is go to settings. I don't really change anything on general settings. I just keep it the default. I changed the theme on dark so it's easier for your eyes to see. For your stream, this is very important. You need to get this right to be able to stream. You go to stream type, should be streaming services. And the service, restream.io, you get, depending on wherever you're streaming. I use restream.io because it's a multiple platform streaming. I can do another tutorial for that if you want to learn how to stream on multiple platforms. But if you're streaming on Facebook, you need to pick Facebook Live. If you're streaming on YouTube, you need to pick YouTube Gaming. If you're streaming on Twitch, of course, Twitch. Okay, so I'm going to keep it to restream since I don't want to mess up my settings. For the server, you need to pick the closest location next to you. So I have it on Dallas, Texas for me. Even though I'm from California, I just think Dallas, Texas. I get better ping on Dallas, Texas. And your stream key is going to be empty. To get your stream key, you need to go, let's say, you want to stream on YouTube. To get, oh shit, I accidentally opened up Photoshop. To get your stream key on YouTube, what you need to do is, I'll teach you guys step by step so you don't get lost. I'll take this slowly. Sorry if the video takes super long, but to teach you guys efficiently, I need to take it. Press live to the bottom. It should say your stream key. I'm not gonna reveal it since I don't want to change my stream key. So you're gonna copy the stream key and paste it right here, of course. After that, you should be set for your stream key. Now, for Facebook, how do you get your stream key for Facebook? Go to your Facebook, press live. Press live. You're going to be able to see my stream key here. I can't do anything. Press connect. I'm just going to blur it out. Yeah, I'm going to blur it out. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to blur it out. So, you need to click use persistent stream key. And this should be your stream key. This should be your stream key. Copy that. Paste it right here. Okay, got that? And after that, you can, put your description, all that, what game you're playing, title, tags, which group you want to share it to, and all that. You can do that all by yourself. You can figure it out. These parts should be pretty easy and self-explanatory. Moving on to the settings. Go to output. You can pause the video and copy my settings right here. These are definitely fine. These are minimum settings. 2500 bitrate is pretty good for a bitrate if you have 5 megabyte upload speed. If you want a higher quality stream, you can put it higher. If your upload speed is a lot higher, let's say if your upload speed is 50 megabytes per second, you can even bump it up to 5000 if you want, depending on your upload speed. This really depends on your upload speed. But if you have 5 megabytes per second, 2500 should be enough. And everything else you can copy. Pause the video and take your time to copy all this. Now for audio. For audio, the most important thing about to change here is your desktop audio device. If you don't have this correct, your stream is not going to hear whatever you're hearing. So whatever headset you're using, make sure that's set. You choose that. Since I have a lot of speakers and headset and all that stuff, so make sure you choose whatever you're using, okay? I have it on default since I use my default desktop audio device. For your mic, make sure to also pick the correct one. If you don't have the correct one, it's your stream is not going to be able to hear you speaking. Like, I have multiple microphones. I have my headset microphone, I have my Yeti microphone, and I have my webcam microphone. So make sure you click the highest quality microphone you have. And that is it for the audio. You can copy and paste whatever I have. I didn't really change anything down here, so all that matters is those two things that I told you. For video, now this is very important. Make sure to pay attention. For your video, I have it on 1920 by 1080. If you have a good computer, do it 1920 by 1080. Now, if your computer is decent and it's not like a monster, change it to 1280 by 720, please. Change it to 1280 by 720 if your computer is not a monster. Downscale filter, make sure that's set on bilinear. And for the FPS, again, if you have a decent computer, not a monster, 30 FPS. If you have a monster computer, you can do 60 FPS streaming. Okay? Hotkeys, I didn't really change anything here, so you can ignore this. If you want to learn how to use hotkeys, I can make a tutorial for that. This is pretty much for switching scenes smoothly. It's easier for you to switch scenes, but it's not that important, to be honest. For advanced, you can pause the video and copy all my settings, except for stream delay. For stream delay, if you want a stream delay, you don't want people stream sniping you, you need to press enable on this. I don't like stream delay since I want to interact with my viewers in the chat. So if you want to focus on talking to your viewers, don't turn it on. But if you don't want to get stream sniped, turn it on and put like what, a minute or 2 minutes, 130 seconds or so. I don't know, depending on what you want. It's all preferability, and you can experiment on that. So yeah, scrolling down, you can pause the video and just copy all the settings I have right here. After you have all that set up, press OK, and you should be good to go. For the settings, this should be empty. This should be empty, and this should be empty. This should say desktop audio and mic auxiliary. Okay, for right here, it's gonna start recording. It's gonna have those green lines moving up if you're talking. Like you can see my mic. If I'm talking, it goes up. Right here, the first thing you need to do is click the add button. Name it whatever you want for the scenes. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna name it tutorial. This one's your sources is gonna be empty. So your sources is what your viewers see in the stream. To first start off, if you have a webcam, you can set that up by clicking the plus button, video capture device. You're gonna see me in a second. You can add it. I already have mine on existing, so you can. When you press create new, for you guys, you're gonna be creating new. For me, I already have mine set up, so I'm gonna add existing. Okay, but I'll show you guys how to set up your webcam. So you click webcam. You're gonna see me right there. You can make it smaller by holding shift on your keyboard and then dragging the red circles on the edge right there, depending on what shape you want it to be. So most streamers put it like bottom left right there. So what you need to do when you do create new, it's gonna look different for you. When you do create new, it's gonna take you right here. You need to change the device to whatever webcam you have. So I use a C922 Pro Stream webcam, so this is what I picked for my webcam. That's why it's set up like that. For the resolution and stuff, I changed it. I changed it to whatever I want. So, but default should be fine. Default should be fine. You don't really have to change anything here. You can play around with this after. Okay. So you press OK after you set that up. Next thing you need is a mirroring device. So now, if you have lonely screen, I'll show you. Wait up. I need to show this first. I need to show you in my phone first so you guys understand. If you have lonely screen, it's going to be on your desktop. You have it installed. You need to run it. If you have lonely screen, air server, or visor. I don't know how it works on Android, so for iOS users, you're in good luck since I can show you how it works. So run lonely screen or air server, and then when you need to slide up on your iPhone, and it's going to say screen mirroring right here instead of it's going to say screen mirroring. When you have lonely screen opened up, it should say lonely screen in one of the options right here, and you click that to be able to put your screen into your PC. Okay, it's gonna be hard to teach you guys since I have an Elgato, so this is how Elgato works. This is why Elgato is so useful. It's a wired connection. You have an adapter, and you have the HDMI cable connected to your capture device, and you just plug it into your cell phone, and it's there. It's already there. You're mirroring your device, so it's a lot easier for Elgato. That's why it's so expensive, and it's high quality. So yeah, so make sure you do that if you have lonely screen or air server. Okay. Now you're pretty much set to stream right here. To be honest, you can start streaming right here if you want. Go to your games you want. Let's say PUBG Mobile, and it should be set. You can change whatever. If you want to change the black bars, you can drag that out. Drag that out so there's no black bars. Pretty much set. You can stream right there. But there's extras. So I can explain this to you guys now. Scenes are whatever scenes you made. So it's like a transitioning to a different scene. So let's say I go to this scene. I have a webcam overlay on this one. I have my advertisement on this one. And I have my gameplay on the background. But default should be fine. You don't really have to change anything. You can play around with this after. Okay. So you press OK after you set that up. Next thing you need is a mirroring device. So now, if you have lonely screen, I'll show you. I need to show you. I need to show you in my phone first so you guys understand. If you have lonely screen, it's gonna be on your desktop. You have it installed. You need to run it. If you have lonely screen, air server, or visor. I don't know how it works on Android, so for iOS users, you're in good luck. Since I can show you how it works. So run lonely screen or air server, and then when you need to slide up on your iPhone, and it's gonna say screen mirroring right here instead of it's gonna say screen mirroring. When you have lonely screen opened up, it should say lonely screen in one of the options right here, and you click that to be able to put your screen into your PC. It's gonna be hard to teach you guys since I have an Elgato, so this is how Elgato works. This is why Elgato is so useful. It's a wired connection. You have an adapter, and you have the HDMI cable connected to. Your capture device, you need to slide up on your iPhone, and it's gonna say screen mirroring right here instead of it's gonna say screen mirroring. When you have lonely screen opened up, it should say lonely screen in one of the options right here, and you click that to be able to put your screen into your PC. Okay. It's gonna be hard to teach you guys since I have an Elgato, so this is how Elgato works. This is why Elgato is so useful. It's a wired connection. You have an adapter, and you have the HDMI cable connected to your capture device, and you just plug it into your cell phone, and it's there. It's already there. You're mirroring your device, so it's a lot easier for Elgato. That's why it's so expensive, and it's high quality. So yeah, so make sure you do that if you have lonely screen or air server. Okay. Now you're pretty much set to stream right here. To be honest, you can start streaming right here if you want. Go to the games you want, let's say PUBG Mobile, and it should be set. You can change whatever. If you want to change the black bars, you can drag that out. Drag that out so there's no black bars, make it full screen, and you're pretty much set. You can stream right there. But there's extras. So I can explain this to you guys now. Scenes are whatever scenes you made. So it's like a transition to a different scene. So let's say I go to this scene. I have a webcam overlay on this one. I have my advertisement on this one, and I have my gameplay in the background. So that's what scenes are. Just for simpler, And I also have my alerts. You don't see my alerts right now since nobody's subscribing, nobody's following, or anything like that, and I'm not streaming right now. So you can also set up your Facebook alerts, star alerts, and all that. So for the advertisement, I photoshopped that myself. For the webcam overlay, people can make it for you. You can ask people for a free webcam overlay, And there's a lot of resources for an overlay. So what I suggest, these are just extra. If you don't want to continue on with the tutorial, that is fine. But what I'm going to show you right now are just, suggestions for you guys. If you want your stream to look very nice, you go to Stream Elements. Streamlabs also work. I'll also put this on the description below. And then you need to log in, of course. Let me log in real quick. Log in on Stream Elements, and they're gonna have a lot of overlays for you for free. So you can go to click right here to the left, Themes Gallery, and you can pretty much choose whatever color you want. Let's say you like red. It's gonna look like this. So you're gonna have a scene like this. You're gonna have a scene like this. The webcam's to the left. These are for free. And then you click Create My Overlay and Overlay Name. Blah blah blah. Create my overlay. And all you do is pretty much copy and paste depending on which scene you wanted. So this one is an in-game scene, talk scene. Copy and paste whatever it is. So just for example, I copy this. I go back right here. Go back to my tutorial. You add it. Go to browser. Tutorial overlay. You just copy and paste right there. It should work, I think. Yeah, right there. It should work. It looks different for me because my resolution is different, but you can play around with this so you can get some free overlays. Yeah, you can make it bigger and smaller if you want. So that's just a recommendation if you want your free overlay, or you can edit it yourself. That's on you. So that is it for the tutorial for today, guys. That's it. After that, you should be able to set streaming, all the add-ons, the alerts. For the alerts, I use Streamlabs. Oops. But usually, these overlays that I gave you guys, that Stream Elements gives you, they have their own alerts already set up. So Streamlabs, you can also use Streamlabs, log in on YouTube. I'll put the links on all the links in the description below as well. And here you go. You can
volta.
Window capture.